It's time to bring to the stage a pretty amazing young woman to share her story with you. Please welcome to the stage, Nadia Lukman.
Those are the chances of having a child born with a congenital heart defect. I was that one, and this is my story. Good evening, my name is Nadia Lukman. I'm 16 years old, and I'm a junior at Eastlake High School. The day after I was born, my parents were all set to take home their happy, healthy third child. But when I went back for final checks, one of the doctors realized that something was very wrong. After being diagnosed with a heart murmur, I was moved to a children's hospital. And amidst all the confusion, my parents had to leave with my two older siblings and without their baby girl. After lots of testing, I was finally diagnosed with a congenital heart defect, tetralogy of Fallot. For those of you who don't know what that means, tetralogy of Fallot is the term used to describe 4 different defects in my heart. The first defect is called ventricular septal defect, and that means that I was born with multiple holes in the septum that was supposed to separate the left and right chambers of my heart. The second defect is pulmonary stenosis. So my pulmonary valve was very small, and it made it really hard for blood to move from my right ventricle to my pulmonary valve. The last 2 defects of tetralogy of Fallot are overriding aorta and right ventricular hypertrophy, which meant the thickening of my right ventricle. Imagine coming to terms with that all as new parents and how scary that must have been. Hearing a string of words that you don't fully understand or could probably even say. But now they had to learn how to fix my heart. Shortly after I was diagnosed, I was hooked up to a pulse oximeter, a device that would monitor my blood oxygen levels for the next 2.5 months as I awaited open heart surgery as a newborn. Everywhere I went, that monitor went with me to make sure that I was still okay. When I was just 2.5 months, I had my first open heart surgery. Not only did I order my way into the Zipper Scar Club, I eventually lost my pulmonary valve and had it removed in that surgery. In every picture I had ever seen of myself, I had the scar. But so did everyone, right? I was normal. Everyone went in for those special overnight hospital visits, and everyone got that funny laughing gas. At least that's what I thought. All through elementary school, when kids made fun of me for that funny looking thing on my chest, and I didn't know how to explain it. Well, later I learned that those stickers that my doctor put on my chest were actually EKG leads. And that special overnight hospital fund, when I got the funny laughing gas, that was actually called a balloon angioplasty. And I was going in for procedures that would help me feel better. I don't think I could remember saying the word congenital heart defect until I was 12 years old, in my first year of middle school, and wondering why I got increasingly harder to run in PE. I had no idea that anything was wrong. Soon enough, the hospital visit started again, and even at 12 years old, I knew something was wrong. And then the date came, June 13th, 2011. For my 13th birthday, I got to be that weird sick kid who left school early, and I wasn't thrilled. In fact, I had never been more scared of anything in my entire life. My second open heart surgery. How could this happen to me? I was athletic, outgoing. What even is a pulmonary valve anyway? And why did I need one transplanted from a pig? Are you kidding me? The day that I left school at 12 years old, it sank in. This was real. And the only way that I would feel better was if I got the surgery. So I left school, I left my soccer team, and I prepared for my second surgery on June 13th. I finally understood what tetralogy of Fallot meant, and the last thing that I remember from that day was being on the surgical table right before anesthesia, being scared, and thinking, I can't die. I'm not even 13 yet. I'm in middle school. How could this happen to me? Excuse me. When I woke up to weird beeping noises in a pitch black ICU room, I knew that I had made it. I was almost free. Although that was the scariest time of my life, the first full, deep breath I took made it worth it. Every healthy breath of air, every stable heartbeat makes it all worth it. Feel your pulse. Breathe deeply. That's why we're here. So many kids can't experience that. I couldn't experience that. I've never been more thankful for my second chances in life. The medical advances that have kept me here, some funded by the American Heart Association, is beyond words. Today, 4 years later, I'm happy, healthy, and active. For the past 3 years, I've been volunteering for the American Heart Association school programs, sharing my story at events to spread awareness. I speak to high schoolers like myself, parents and friends every day to create awareness for heart disease. Because I never want parents to feel like my parents did, or anyone to go through what I had to go through. As I stand here in front of you all today, I think it's a good time to thank my family. To my siblings who are with me tonight, thank you for putting up with all of this. Our normal is not the same for everyone else's. My family, you give me strength and you give me hope. And my parents, Mom and Dad, without you, I would not be standing here in front of this crowd. You've driven me to countless doctor's appointments, held my hand through rough moments, and wiped away tears from my face as I lost many hours of sleep, and you comforted me through sleepless nights. For every IV, every shot, every doctor's appointment, you've been there. But how could I ever say thank you? How can I make sure that you know how much I love you? There's no amount of words that can express my gratitude to you guys. But what I can do is make you proud. Thank you for loving me, for caring for me, and never giving up on me. You are my heart. You are my why. All of you are my why. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the two best people in my world, my mom and dad. Thank God every day that I was lucky. I'm so thankful for my amazing doctors, my family, and the donations made at these events, because they save lives every day. Every dollar that you give goes to saving a life, because someone's donation in here saved my life. Every dollar that you give to the American Heart Association makes it possible, by funding research, providing community resources, and creating laws like the newborn heart screenings in Washington. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please open your minds and learn something about heart disease. Open your heart and you can save a life. Whose life are you going to save today? Thank you.